going on with Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, with the utilization of memes. Before we get into auditing and working as an aerospace engineer, IVF, where Elon's making babies using in vitro fertilization. Elon Musk, Eskimo brother, where his memes, his utilization of cartoons is becoming a compression algorithm for how we get the message out on things that we're trying to communicate, which is a picture is worth 1,000 words. And so a meme is basically an essay comprised into something that's entertaining and funny based on a picture that communicates this is my effort within government doing tech support. The life hack that he's doing is that he's simultaneously being smarter than you and dumber than you at the same time. And so the genius in that is that he is able to do two things at the same time. Before you say multitasking is me doing 10 things at one time, doing two things at one time while doing the one thing is incredibly street smart. What we're talking about is Elon Musk using memes and political cartoons. Now, whether you agree with his political stance, whatever, it's still incredibly useful to us when we see the last component, which is lead generation. So there's innovations inside of aerospace engineering. There's an innovation inside of his first company, Zip2. There's innovation inside Tesla, the company that he took over and promoted. Lead generation and being able to take something that is technologically advanced and parlay it into I'm going to give away food so that way I get deal flow and lead generation. That's the street smart thing that entrepreneurs do, so that way for every 20 cookies you give away, you get one deal that makes 100x your cost of cookies. That's hashtag lead generation. That is a life hack that Elon Musk is using. Prior to that is memes. So when we try to disseminate and distribute messaging, it's challenging. Why? Because attention is difficult to keep. Look at our time together on YouTube and how attention temporarily is possible. But can you hone your attention towards something of use? That's my channel, What They Don't Teach You in School. I drop new episodes on Thursdays. Today, happy Thursday. So we'll get into that immediately because people then ask, hey, do you think Elon Musk sleeps a lot? Here's the guesstimate for how he wins at sleeping, which is this. When he sleeps, he's dead asleep. When he's awake, he's wired to explode. Being able to be on when you're on and off when you're off, that is a goal that you can transition to by writing, when I'm on, I want to be on. When I'm off, I want to be able to sleep deeply. Because what happens when we focus on initially the question that I pinned, which is, how do you sleep and what are your recommendations for sleeping as it pertains to this topic, this room of Elon Musk, lead generation, memes, and IVF. So he's famously posted pictures of his nightstand where he's got 7 empty cans of Diet Coke. And precursor, I've met him in person several times. In fact, the person who introduced us is Kate Kavanaugh Krinsavage, who obviously makes me and Elon Musk Eskimo brothers. So, sleep. Hashtag CS183 sleep. It's the sleep strategy for when you're asleep, be deeply asleep. When you're awake, be massively wide awake. CS183 sleep are my notes on how to optimize sleeping. So let's just bullet point out for the topic of this room, which is how Larry Chang extrapolates that Elon Musk sleeps so deeply, so shortly, and so efficiently, with a kicker of hydration. Put a pin in that. Let's bullet point. 1. When you charge your phone, you should charge your phone not right next to your bed. So when you're saying in the pinned tweet, hey, it's 3 a.m., your phone should not be connected to you in bed. If you sleep in a bed, if you sleep on a floor and your phone's in your bed, well, that's how you're engineering it. This isn't meant to be funny, although it's kind of comical, because these jokes are 110% serious, where you should purchase an alarm clock versus using your phone to wake you up. Because look at the pinned tweet. Your phone is literally keeping you up. What you don't want to do, which works super well, is you can take a 90-minute lecture on what I talk about for entrepreneurship. I have lectures that are hours long. I just did 4 lectures for 4 hours in Fullerton, California. So that's long. If you want to fall asleep, listen to one of my videos in the background and you'll be able to fall asleep super fast. Let's now focus on the next comment, which is love from North Korea. What? I saw how you pause. I know you read it. I don't really get what some of the comments are, but let's proceed to memes. A meme is a compression algorithm. Physics is a compression algorithm. When we do things in aerospace engineering, it's a compression algorithm for how people and vehicles move through space. So the application of what happens if a physicist is in charge of auditing government agencies, how do you break down reams of data? Well, with a picture. And a picture, I won't pull one up, but a picture would be in a democracy, people are screaming at the president who is acting like a dictator, but he's not. And then the picture of a dictator having removed elections, saying this is what the people are looking for. So with memes, the goal of a meme is to add humor into truth, which is what I try to do on this channel of what they don't teach you in school, which is say things that are humorous but also true, because a lot of what it takes to be successful is incredibly technical and dry, because it's talking through accounting engineering and details that are assembled in a way that is unique, assembled in a way that you maybe haven't quite seen or heard before, which is why there's my channel on YouTube as an innovation, because there is innovation. The other innovation that I'm tracking, which is Elon Musk's utilization of IVF, because Ashley St. John and Elon Musk confirmed that they use in vitro fertilization. That kind of surprised me because with all the TITS ASS jokes, which is Texas Institute Technology and Sciences, and social studies, tits and ass, Texas Institute Technology Sciences and Social Sciences, TITS ASS. I was surprised to learn that they had not fornicated prior, that they used IVF, which is basically a test tube baby, which is basically a surprise to me because this is not his first IVF. What that does is it makes me understand that hashtag CS183 SMV is actually a spot on genius thing. CS183, which is computer science 183 SMV, sexual market value. Because paying for an IVF baby germinating inside of a Ashley St. John, it's surprising and kind of funny because you're literally skipping the fornication step and you're going right into CRISPR and you're going right into IVF. And this is at the heart of this next component, which is how horny are you for procreation? How horny are you for money? Because IVF is funny. I mean, isn't that supposed to be used for when you're 40 plus years old and a woman trying to get pregnant? Versus, obviously, an incredibly virile man, Elon Musk, dropping his 17th baby using IVF. Horny for money. I want to almost do a entire comedic segment on loving money. Why? Because I love money so much that I want you to be aware of my love for money. And I love money so much that I want you to literally have some. Why horny for money? Because it's honesty in coming out of the closet, where some people are just secretly stressed about money, hoping to have more of it so they can spend more, versus horny for money, where you love just making money and you're not necessarily at all focused on spending money. So the reason that that's also funny is you can tell the people who are horny all the time that then apply themselves into an occupation or trying to insert just the tip, trying to inseminate a bank account that is currently at zero, because that's what an IVF is in vitro fertilization, but it's also in bank account funding, where it's an IBF, where we're making a thing that is currently at zero into a ginormous thing that grows on its own. IBF, into your bank funding. a question that I wonder, which is, how do you take your personal energy management, time management, treasure management into slightly more production? You can see why I really enjoy collecting things on what they don't teach you in school. This is not a job, this is a hobby. But the way that I attack my hobby is indicative of how much I enjoy the content, the channel, and the title of this video, which is What They Don't Teach You in School, Elon Musk, Life Hacking via IVF, Memes, and hashtag lead generation. Because those seemingly four separate things, what they don't teach you in school, Elon Musk IVF, Elon Musk meme generation, and then Elon Musk lead generation, you would think that those things are separate, but they're not. And the advantage that we have in being able to spend time together here is how satiable or insatiable is your appetite to produce slightly more efficiently? How much of a desire do you have to get better at life hacking and, dare I say, side hustle or moonlight a thing? Or with jokes and having a good time, how able are you to keep a journal of your thoughts so that way you can get to know yourself better while you make yourself into whatever you want to make yourself into? And that could be potentially the the flagship component and concept coming out of this video is, what do we want to make ourselves into in the time that you're spending with me, Larry Chang? And a question for you guys, just type in Y or N. Is this the first time that we've spent time together? Just type in Y or N and I can see it. So the question is, have you watched a prior Larry Chang video before? Here's another question, which we can talk about, you don't necessarily have to answer, is, have you ever produced a video? Like, have you produced a YouTube video or uploaded? Going from Zip2, Elon's first company, to his second company that was sort of a hiccup. I bring this up because we can, without risk, produce, upload our first two videos by remixing existing videos so that way our channel won't be at 0 videos. This is where we remix using the YouTube remix button, which is brand new. This is what they don't teach you in school, is that you would think copy pasting 15 seconds hurts me as the content producer, but you would be incorrect, because if my video is not getting remixed, not getting stolen, it hurts me. And so we can benefit by me telling you expressly, I consent to you clipping 15 seconds of your favorite 15 seconds, 11 to 15 seconds video of this video with or without commentary. Why? Because now you can get off of 0 videos for your channel. You don't even have to have a specific focus. Or you can steal my focus, which is I'm done with school, I'm still in school. This is what I'm learning outside of school. Because Elon Musk did not finish college for aerospace engineering, and yet he accomplished a top 3 task in aerospace engineering, which is landing a rocket ass first. How we learn, what we do to progress, how we learn outside of school, being able to take memes and IVF and lead generation to self-fund our belief in ourselves, where Zip2 is Elon Musk's first company. What did he initially do? He ran an external API from Yellow Pages into web pages. So we were able to together win at entrepreneurship. Why? Being able to connect 2 APIs together, a Yellow Page to a web page. Believe I understand your premise, Mr. Musk. However, perhaps in an underlying issue, not as you ID'd, is the causative factor for the IVF. Follow your analogy regarding the financial respects. So the IVF component had another supplemental step, which is CRISPR technology, capital CRISP, no ER, CRISPR, where he's slightly doing gene editing in the effort to have a slightly more healthy baby. I don't think it has to do with the intercourse issue or even an erection issue. I think the virility is pretty blatant because he is not just horny for money, which he obviously is, but he's also horny for laughs, horny for procreation, horny for life. And so I think the IVF protocol is simply advanced 5D chess thinking in order to have plausible deniability for when Ashley St. John melts down. Because you can say, look, we had a legal agreement to inseminate and there was no sex involved, it was purely IVF. So you're basically interrogating a person by giving them money. Oh my God. This is amazing because that's totally true. Why is that true? Because on February 14th, Ashley St. John, the baby mama of baby number 17, had a mini meltdown saying, I would like privacy, but 5 months ago I had a baby with Elon Musk, parentheses, IVF. And because it happened via IVF, there's not the same protocols for family court. So Elon Musk is a super fielder, as am I, Larry Chang. What is a super fielder? A super fielder is good at engineering, accounting, sales, distribution, audit, law, and a couple other things. But the reason that's important is the fact that family court can pummel you if you are a pro athlete and inseminate a baby mama via intercourse. But Elon Musk is playing family court law as per the way that laws were written, whereas if the baby came via IVF, that's wipe your hands, completely completely as per the contractual agreement, whereas prenups and family law skew towards the woman and penalize the man. But you can't penalize the man if sex never occurred. Just like Bill Clinton stated, I did not have intercourse with that woman. Well, Elon Musk can say, I did not have intercourse with. I did not have intercourse. Yeah, exactly. Now you get it. And then that is a life skill, life hack that we can steal, which is hashtag superfielder. Why is the school Billy Durant not in existence? You may not even know who Billy Durant is. Ditto Nikolai Tesla. But let's just start with Billy Durant. He started General Motors, sold the company, and then got fired with his earnout not necessarily transferring the wealth for having sold that business. Billy Durant, we're talking about. So, in reaction for revenge, he starts another company. The second company he starts after General Motors is Chevrolet. Chevrolet becomes significant because Billy Durant started it. Sells it again to Alfred P. Sloan. Because Billy Durant never learned accounting or finance, he died poor managing a bowling alley. Think about it. You start General Motors, you start Chevrolet. That's two unicorns. And you're going to die poor managing a bowling alley? This is why, as engineers, in William McCullough's book, The Wright Brothers, we as engineers, we never want to delegate business functions. We want to be horny for money. No joke, Texas Institute Technology and Sciences and Social Sciences, Social Studies, tits and ass, which is when we are horny for money as an engineer, we don't hire a CEO to take over the acceptance of money. We want to be the person who's coming up with this IVF contractual agreement so that way we sidestep all the countermeasures for when family law comes to bite us in the butt. For a baby out of wedlock, now you've got child support at some big percentage of your paycheck, which is a brick in your check. That's what IVF sidesteps. It's a countermeasure to a future lawsuit that means you're playing 5D chess or 7D chess. What is 3D chess? What is 4D chess? 4D chess is being able to think one move ahead. And even if you're a bad chess player, you're playing 4D chess. It's regular three-dimensional chess plus the concept of time. It doesn't matter if you think a half a step ahead or 2 steps ahead because it's still 4D chess. 5D chess is where you're playing a game within a game while you're doing some complex stuff that other people are kind of not understanding. And hopefully via this video, we can study together Elon Musk's later steps. Sure, that's fun to gossip on. I've never had more than 8 viewers in one of my rooms, so this is a popular room for me. What is of value is what did early stage Elon Musk do? What did early stage Larry Chang do? Thank you. Thank you. It is family court. That is the snippet genius in this time, because when you're doing IVF, it completely mitigates any kind of clawback, any kind of future countermeasure, any kind of counterclaim. It's it's newsworthy in this video. So other people are welcome to paste, copy, recut, steal this content with or without attribution. In fact, that's your first video. If you don't have a video, let me check to see if you have any videos. Oh my God, you have no videos. You have no videos, so you can, oh, and you've got the good cowboy hat financing joke. We should be friends, dude. Yeah, look, I remember your art of the cowboy hat financing joke, or the stand-up comedy that's 110% serious. Yes, I am happy to meet you because that's your first video that we can collab on, which is the family court. You can cite me with that, but that has not been talked about yet. I'm excited. I'm more excited for you than if I were to do a perfectly polished video, which I could pay $10 to have this video edited. But I'd rather have this format, and now you benefit from being a subscriber because we together sniffed out the IVF family court countermeasure. And that shows a competence in law. Oh my God. We should almost wrap on that high point. But let me just bullet point a handful of other things that will be entertaining, if not partially useful. Horny for money with just the tip. When you get off of zero, your money baby grows. That's what just the tip is, which is you don't know if Zip2 was a joke business. I mean, come on. You're going to take yellow pages and load them up into web pages? Like, isn't that just intuitive? Well, intuitive to the point of $200 million from Compaq Computer in 1998. NSFW. The reason that some of this content is not safe for work is you're likely to create a moonlighting side hustle situation where you quit your just over broke, your JOB, just over broke. That's why it's not safe for work, and it's salaciously naughty to talk about porn. People often reread never. PORN. People often reread never. That's porn. Being able to wire our brain to rewatch a video, to edit and remix somebody else's content, that's the opposite of porn. But that's people often reread never. Acronyms. Elon Musk hates acronyms. He wants every acronym spelled out. But he'll think in acronyms just like tits and ass. Tits being Texas Institute Technology Sciences, ass, and social studies, tits and ass. It's a funny joke. It's a joke school. When you put in just the tip of that joke, now you have a college for probably $0 in tuition, similar to Michael Saylor's Hope.com University. It's a joke, but I mean, it's basically YouTube, right? Every class you could ever want, including Stanford GSB class, Strategic Management 353. Irv Grausbeck, Strategic Management 353. DEI, Distribution of Excellent Entrepreneur Work. Thank you. Thank you. These jokes, they did not write themselves. I had to write them. Or defensively excellent infielder, DEI. If I am appointed shortstop for DEI, I'm going to work extra hard versus talk crap on, hey, I'm a pro shortstop even though I don't deserve it. because I'm defensively excellent infielder, but I'm not as good as the person I'm replacing. The key to that is to just minimize the gap. No, it's okay to dream about money. In fact, daydreaming about money is just like the adage of, hey, how many times do you think about sex each day? And if the answer is I think about money 5 times a minute, that's okay. Dreams. Earlier there's a person who's like, "Hey, how do I fall asleep better?" This is the gem. This is the genius thing, which is this. If you read something that is nonfiction before bed, your subconscious will memory compress in the same way that the second component of this video is memes. Your brain will compress the things that it learned all day. So, what you're doing is you're taking 60 minutes of study time and turning it into 15 hours. Let's say you only sleep for 7 hours, but when you're dreaming and then there's a dream inside the dream, now your inception of 15 hours becomes real because your brain in chapter 11 of Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, your brain experiences time differently. So when you're dreaming about your solutions, you're winning at life because when you're asleep, you're dead asleep in another world. Because that's why he's horny to go to Mars. Because he wants to literally leave this planet and go to another world. Jaw dropping. Jaw dropping dreams. Or landing a rocket ass first. Like, I would not even think to dream of doing that. And I have a background in aerospace engineering. If your money erection lasts more than 7 days, do not seek a doctor. You're normal. What people do is unknowingly have nightmares about money. Unknowingly. Why do people break up relationship wise? Money topics or money and the background. And money disconnects because people spend and save money differently. That's why Horny for Money is an honest discussion about how we proceed with protecting treasure, with doing lead generation, to never risk money in our effort to make money, which citing and expanding on a prior, which could be video 2 for you, which is cowboy hat financing. Conclusion: sell one cowboy hat first for $150 to $180. Now go buy it for $45 on Amazon. Resist all. Do you like how that end caps this video from our time together to you choosing to potentially do 2 videos? It's been fun hanging out with you. I'm trying to subscribe to you. Do a video. Do a video, and then your first video is IVF for family court genius. Fun hanging out with you. Bonus content. Good job for staying. Thursday night is cold open Thursday. Why? Because it's Thirsty Thursday. Why? Because what's the hardest thing that you can do? Go talk to strangers who might be mean to us. That's why it's Cold Open Thursday. COT, Cold Open Thursdays. I hope you have a good Thursday night. Fun spending time with you on this video. Remember, remix is a button that's like the retweet button on Twitter. Use that button to positively affect your YouTube algorithm, which will take you from where I met you now to where you're going to go. Remix. So you find the video that was the Larry Chang stand-up comedy that's 110% serious. So you take that video and you find 15 seconds of nuggets. And then you green screen you recapping and watching that video in a green screen. And then you title it to whatever title you think summarizes that video. So what you're doing is you're remixing and retweeting content that then helps you as a person who has currently no subscribers, moving to probably more subscribers than I have super fast. So I'm kind of jealous that I have you and you have me. Or I'm jealous of you because you have me as a mentor. And do you see how I'm juxtaposing who the mentor is and who the mentee is? Which is even better. Which is even better because later I want to be able to learn from you. So remix. And then hit collab, COLLAB, or green screen. And it's self-explanatory. The remix button is almost directly underneath my chin. The video is called Larry Chang Stand-Up Comedy. That's 110% serious. This video, rapping, is Elon Musk uses IVF, memes, and lead generation. Eskimo brothers, me and Elon. It's like being friends with the Easter Bunny.